Can't Let Go, lead single from the new Robert Plant and Alison Krauss album Raise the Roof, which is out now. Delighted to say that Robert joins us here on Planet Rock. Congratulations on the new album. You must be very pleased now it's finally out there.
Well, it's been a goal to see it from its inception to getting it to this very day. And the number of times there's been a screeching to a halt for everybody. I mean, right now, at this point in time, in the last weekend of November, really, more or less, everybody's pushing their music. And everybody's pushing everything. There are new books, everything. Everybody who could create has decided right now it's the time to go with it. And it's like amazing gridlock of people's expressive ability, capacity, art, music. It's just coming at you like, you know, it's amazing. Yeah, it's great though, you know, because everybody's been waiting. Can we do it now? Can we do it? People put records out last April, and there was nothing on the street, no movement, too much. Things were almost the times that had ground to a halt. But there's far more important things around than this, you know, to deal with, to take into account. So here we are. I'm just a singer at a particular time of life who's having a blast and ducking occasionally.
No, it's good.
From time, and it's the missiles.
So when COVID hit, I mean, like so many, were you forced to sort of, you know, hunker down and take a break from it all and sort of take stock?
Well, I'd already taken stock, to be honest, because when I hunkered down, I was already 71. I think I got most of the stock I could take. Just coming to terms with an exaggerated personality where I thrive on adventure in whatever form. And so I just had to, you know, minimize everything in my mind's eye. So I looked to the music that I'd already created that I had not actually found avenues for. Because Alison and I had virtually finished Raise the Roof, and then we knew we had to wait because it's brand new music. But what nobody else knew was that I've got a huge arsenal of unreleased material, some of it completely finished, mixed and ready to go, but I could never find a window to let it out because I was with the Sensational Space Shifters after I came back from Texas, and so I spent like another 2 albums or 7 years with them, playing around the world into Africa and mixing it with Gambian musicians. And so this other stuff, I was starting to open it up and look at it and go. And I was just flabbergasted. I mean, this old iPhone is absolutely full of unheard, remarkable bits of music.
Oh my God, don't lose it.
No, I was on the cloud as well. But, you know, thing is, and it's all sorts of music. So it could be what everybody's always wanted.
Yeah.
Or it could be something that nobody could even imagine. There's just so much stuff.
Amazing.
Started seeing what it was, sending it down to my pal Tim Oliver, who engineers and mixes my stuff normally down at Peter Gabriel's place, and we started mixing some of the stuff, mastering some stuff, and so, you know, I mean, it's laden with incredible stuff that I've got and so it was something to go, okay, let's just put these things in perspective, you know. So I slipped round the back of the area at my place that's got every single bit of stage gear you've ever seen in your life. It's enough to it's just ridiculous. Even my grandchildren can't get half the stuff on. It's so tiny from when I was you know, a young Led Zeppelin singer. So, yeah, there were lots of things to bring into focus and have a look at.
Wow, so this other stuff that you've alluded to, are we ever likely, is it ever likely to see the light of day, do you think?
Well, it's a very nice thing for you to say to me, and a decent question, but if I make another record with Alison, no.
Mm-mm.
Or if I go back to the Space Shifters, definitely not, because I should be writing new stuff. I kind of want to know what I'm going to do next. Today is a day when I'm so thrilled to be a part of this new record and new combination of spirit and energy and musicians. 2 years' time, maybe we'll be doing it again, but maybe not. Maybe it'll be somebody else. Maybe I'll be doing some stand-up comedy.
Who knows? I'd go see it.
Yeah, but it'll be sit down by then, actually.
A stunning version there of Calexico's Quattro, the opening track from the new album Raise the Roof by Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. And I have been wondering, Robert, was this a record that was recorded pre-lockdown, or did the pandemic play its part in some way?
There were a couple of harmonies that didn't have time to do back in Nashville, so I came back here and they sent the files through to Tim Oliver at Top Cat Studios, and I went in there and under strict supervision, a bit like this studio here where whatever's going on in the next room is never going to affect us, so it was pretty sort of very, very safe environment, and I just put the last two harmonies on.
Oh, very good.
And sent it back.
Yeah, because a lot of people during COVID, they've been putting together records and, working on stuff. A lot of it's been done remotely. So you haven't actually had to do any of this remotely. It has...
The two harmonies.
Just those two harmonies,
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, go in with The Lonely Go, which is the last but one track on Raise the Roof, and another one, I can't remember what it was. But, we got the atmosphere. It was really moving. We really got it down. Then you start mixing it, and then you got the luxury of whether or not you're really happy with the sound of the cowbell.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Yes. Yeah, more cowbell.
So, the more you study these things, you go, oh, man, I'm not sure about this or that, so I had to put it away. Don't listen to it. Don't look at it.
And you've got some fabulous players on the record, haven't you?
It's all interaction there. The interactivity of a certain kind of style and brand of player.
Okay, I've heard a lot of amazing things about Nashville. Is it, because in my head I've got this kind of thought whereby you go there and it's just musicians falling out of every door trying to get involved on some kind of a record, all these amazing... Is it similar to that? Is it just musicians everywhere? Yeah, and it's like that because the legacy, the legend of the town is such that, in the mid-60s, Liverpool was the place to go. I used to hitchhike from Stourbridge and make my way through the Mersey Tunnel to get to Liverpool because of the Beatles, to go to the Cavern. And all around Liverpool, there were all these groups that, the Big Three, Rory Storm and the Hurricanes, Derry Wilkie and the Pressmen. There were so many bands there. I think Billy J. Kramer was from there. Because there was energy there. And the energy had management and press representation, Bill Harry and people like that. There was all these people because it was an energy centre. And we had it here. Manchester's had it too, to some degree. And it's a different thing here because there, a lot of people, a lot of musicians, young musicians, any age, are looking at music and its past and its present in a very, very broad, big swathe of awareness, because radio is everything. It's not, it's not just about any particular awful term genre of music. It's like you can just pan it around. There's great roots radio in every town. That's an NPR, National Public Radio station, where the DJ's personality doesn't exist really. And they're usually stoners anyway, so when the fourth record stops, they can't remember what's been going on, and there's a big gap in between tracks. But and university radio is huge. Okay. So you get a lot of really young artists playing. It sounds amazing over there.
It's because it's not taboo to like country and think it's just for old farts. Yeah. It's like people are, Jack White now is singing pretty good country stuff. He's got Lily Mae Reish playing fiddle with him, who plays with me in the Space Shifters.
Yeah.
It's all interactive.
Yeah. And you got T-Bone Burnett as well, haven't you?
Yeah, he's a magician.
He's a magician.
He's got the cauldron. He's got the ingredients. He can mix it up. He's a very... his overview of music is phenomenal. He did all that, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, Down from the Mountain, all the great stuff, and he's got a great way about him. And he was playing with Dylan, on the Rolling Thunder Review when he was a young man with, he's just so many film soundtracks, all the kind of edgy stuff that's out there. The Nashville TV series, he's just on top of everything.
He's got quite the CV then, by the sound of it.
Yeah. He also played drums on the legendary Stardust Cowboys track called, I think it was She Said, when he was 16. I mean, he's been around. He's the same age as me. We've both been doing it like frantic from the minute we knew we got a door to get in.
Okay, well, let's break off and play something from T-Bone, and a song here that I've become very fond of in recent times. This is called Humans from Earth, and it's here on Planet Rock. That was T-Bone Burnett here on Planet Rock. Okay, so back to my recent conversation with Mr. Robert Plant. New album, Raise the Roof, is out now, once again teaming up with the brilliant Alison Krauss, and it's an album full of fantastic versions of songs from artists such as Merle Haggard, the Everly Brothers, Anne Briggs, and plenty more. What was your thinking with your selection of songs?
The songs in their original form were something quite remarkable, and they either did touch people or they didn't. But they touched me, and they touched T-Bone, and they touched Alison. So we bring them into a quorum, exchange them, and mail them to each other, and start developing a picture of mood and tone, and meanwhile on my phone there's another 2 albums of unreleased material. I mean, it's just like, you got to look at it like the whole deal about being a musician for me, or a singer rather than a musician, is that I want to be able to use what I've got as a singer, and for what the knowledge I've got of deep roots music in any way I want to. If I massacre it, or I laud it, or I cover it in cheesy violins, or whatever it is, it's a game. It's an adventure.
I mean, it feels to me like you are in this real sort of purple patch at the moment. It feels like you're just possibly, more prolific than you've ever been. Is that a fair comment?
I don't know. I've no idea, because I'm in a partnership right now with Alison. So, and I only co-wrote one song. So we have profile. Whether we're prolific or not, I don't know.
What is it about your partnership as well? Just thinking on that, because you do seem to be just, I don't know, you fit very well together, don't you?
Well, we can both sing, but we come from totally opposite sides of the pitch. So, but we find that is the best thing about us. Alison sang with Vince Gill, did a great job. He's with the Eagles now. He's got a beautiful, pure voice. And so it suits her style in her normal gig. But singing with me, she's digging into New Orleans deep soul and stuff from the mid-'60s, which is Alan Toussaint music. Betty Harris sung Trouble with My Lover. I can't believe that Alison can just... They switch on the microphone, we start playing live, and she sings like that. And she's supposed to be a bluegrass singer, so what are we talking about these bloody terminologies? Because she's just a great singer.
I think I really spotted that on your recent performance on The One Show. She's just really got it, hasn't she?
Yeah, and she can sparkle.
Yeah.
She goes to bed early.
Is that the secret?
I think so. Also, she's 24 years younger than me. That's kind of helpful.
Well, maybe. So are there plans to tour on this record?
Yeah.
And when's that likely to be? Next year?
End of May.
And of course, there's the Hyde Park show as well coming up next June, which I'm hoping to attend. But busy man, we will leave you to it. So, yes, just thank you very much for dropping by and congratulations on the new record, Robert Plant.
Arrivederci Roma.